wants to start off? Okay, he's obviously walking away. Okay, we saw it like several months ago.
Yeah.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I
thought
can't
it
do
was
everything.
good.
You thought it was good.
It was.
Yeah,
it
we
was
all.
better than the first one. A lot better.
It was. Paul, I know you have.
That's a disgusting understatement.
I know. You didn't like the first one, did you?
It was. Well, not nearly as much.
It
as
was a
Winter
million
Soldier.
times better.
Yeah, I like both of them, but yeah, Captain America, Winter Soldier is way better. And you have a strong opinion about it, don't you? You think it's better than the Avengers.
Yes. Okay. So, here's my thing. I did not like Captain America before I saw this movie. First one, I didn't really like it. I thought he was a Boy Scout. He just starts. He's just a goody-goody. He's not very.
So what you're saying
there's
is
not much to the character. Is what I thought. And then he was just kind of stale, kind of boring. Prevent wildfires kind of thing. But this movie gave him depth. He put him in the real world, and I actually really like. This is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies, and I like it more than the Avengers because the whole corruption in the government, the stakes. It seemed like there was more pressing. Avengers. The thing is, the aliens didn't really kill anybody, so the threat didn't feel so imminent. But the whole thing with the corruption and infiltration of, I probably shouldn't spoil anything, but yeah, I liked Winter Soldier probably more than the Avengers.
Okay, in our last view, you talked for a large amount. I was going to say something, but then I forgot. But this time, I actually forgot and then remembered right before you finished. So you just, you were basically just talking about the evolution of Captain America and how much you like the character. Talk about the movie.
I know, I'm just saying how this movie, one of the reasons I like it so much is it made me like the character, which I didn't like the character.
Yeah,
which is a good thing if a movie can do that.
Yeah,
I love the whole, it was a different movie than what Marvel usually does. It was like I don't know how to word it really. It was, you know what I'm talking about, like government infiltration thing. It was when you watch it, yeah, it's kind of a conspiracy.
Say hi.
I'm drunk.
No, but when you watch it, you'll understand it's not like other Marvel movies, which was good. The Winter Soldier. He isn't in it enough to call it the Winter Soldier, but he's still really awesome, and I'm not gonna say anything, but
I like how they portrayed him very much. He had a nice little soundtrack from Henry Jackman, which reminded me of the Why So Serious soundtrack from the Joker. It didn't sound like it, but it had the same sort of rising tension feel to it, which I really like. And not high praise comparing it to the Dark Knight, because like you said, the Winter Soldier isn't in it enough to call it the Winter Soldier, but that was a big plus to it, was the Winter Soldier. I like how it was like a political thriller. I like
that's the word.
Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for. Political thriller. That's why it's so different from other Marvel movies.
Yeah, it was a Robert
That's why I liked
movie.
it so much. It was interesting. The plot was
It
good.
just seemed more mature, I can see.
Yeah.
It wasn't like big dumb action and explosions.
There's no
and
Red
stuff.
Skull.
Yeah.
It didn't montage through the action scenes. The action scenes were kick butt.
That was. Okay.
I don't use vulgarities.
No, yeah,
Captain
no, but you didn't say
America
that in
vulgar,
general.
yeah.
But yeah, a common comparison for the action scenes in this movie is the Bourne Identity. It seems like, or the Bourne trilogy in general, it just seems like a lot of action scenes from those movies. It seemed very realistic. And a lot of the Marvel movies, really just the Phase 2 Marvel movies, everybody's asking, like, where were the other Avengers in the movies? And they ask that because the action scene, the third act at the end, is, like, really big, and it seemed like it would be all over the news and all over the world, and they'd hear about it, and then Iron Man would probably come flying in at one point, and then, like, where was Captain America and all this? But in this movie, the final act was... It's hard to say toned down, but it was compared to the others.
It's contained.
Yeah, like in in Iron Man 3,
awesome.
the president was like tied up, and you
got
a fake terrorist threatening the entire world, and in Thor: The Dark World, you got these dark elf things coming out of holes that appear in the sky, and they had an invisible ship that appeared, and I didn't really like Thor: The Dark World, so I'm kind of going off on that.
I still haven't seen it.
That's okay.
Oh, wow. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying, the action scenes in this, it's very toned down. Like he said, hey! And like in this, it's very mature. Like you said.
And
yeah, so what else?
Mm-hmm. What else? Black Widow was, they do more with her character, and she was cool. And,
can she just keep one hairstyle for once? I mean, come on. Like in her new movie Lucy, she had two hairstyles. There's this one scene in the trailer she had blonde hair, and then it changed.
Black Widow has superpowers.
Yeah,
that's what I always say during the Lucy fan.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they should call it Captain America General Motors.
Yeah, he likes.
So there's.
I
don't care. I don't mind that there's a lot of Chevrolet.
Transformers.
There's just. It was blatantly obvious like Chevrolet owned that movie, which I don't mind because I like Chevy. I like Silver on the Corvette. I love that the Corvette was in there.
We interrupt this Marvel movie to bring you Transformers.
Yeah. But seriously, the Corvette was good.
Yeah, but I think it was kind of shit. There was this one thing. In the background of a B-roll scene that I was watching, it was at the very end. I saw a Stinger in the background. It was obviously Black Widow's, but it was a convertible. Yeah, that was a major fault.
They were like, Scarlet, put on a top.
Yeah. What?
But
the
car.
What?
You kind of got on there for a second.
I'm confused. I don't get it.
It's a joke.
I don't get it. But yeah, obviously a complaint of a car way in the background being a convertible instead of a coupe is a very, very big nitpick because this movie was fantastic. And I think we can just go ahead and cut right to our rating system.
Yep.
That shield was awesome, by the way. I just want to point that out. The shield was really cool. Very unrealistic ways he used it. I don't care, but I don't care.
It was like,
yeah, it was awesome. Okay. Not really any disappointments. Nothing I was looking forward to that got ruined.
I'd give it.
Who's it?
I'd give it.
Hey, wait! He's about to say something.
You know the whole Falcon guy?
The wings.
What's his name?
Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon. Yeah. Exactly. He was cool. And what on your left or on your right?
On your left.
On your left.
That was cool. They don't know what we're talking about. If you haven't seen it, you've probably seen the movie. You've probably seen all the reviews if you're watching us average people. Come on.
I mean, it's been in the theaters for like a month now at least?
April 6th, so that's almost nearly 2 months. 2 months. Okay, Brandon, you can go first.
Alright.
Theoretical and personal. If you don't know how this works, screw you. If you haven't seen our other videos, just figure out how it works. Go figure out how it works.
It's kind of
Theoretical and personal rating, both out of 10.
Alright, well, as you know, I'm not too harsh on movies. And usually I can't make up my mind about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you loved Need for Speed, didn't you?
Yes. Well, I didn't like it. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was a very good movie because, the plot and politics, whatever.
Michael
but anyway, I'd give this movie a 9 out of 10 for everything because I really enjoyed it, and the movie was really well made, and all the actors played really well, and it was just awesome.
Yeah. Yes. I'm going to have to give it a 9.5 both ways.
Ooh.
Oh, 9.5 both. Okay. Yeah, I gotta think about this. I want to give it a 9 out of 10 for personal, but I also don't. So I think for personal, I'm going to go 8.8 out of 10, and then theoretical, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Probably one of the only times where the theoretical rating would be higher than the personal. So yeah, that's that's our review, and the lighting probably got worse and worse as the video progressed because there's a window over there. And,
sun's going
down.
There's
a
sun outside.
Get him out of here. Hey, he's drunk.
It's a good thing I moved ahead just then because he just like.
Yeah. So if you like this video, then subscribe for obvious reasons. And for average. Screw you.